Listen up, gumshoes. I think this is the highlights from last year's AFC. Oh my goodness, you guys. I've been studying. Finals is this week, so I'm sorry I haven't been posting, but thank you guys for sticking around. To all my new subscribers, mahalo, meaning hello. And to my man Sanchez, yes, Pittsburgh, New England tomorrow. Like I said, this is not the game. This is last year's championship game. And I forgot who, New England won that. And listen, you guys, listen. Okay, let's do this first. I already know this information, but let's do it for you guys. NFL.
The Steelers appear to be in first place in the NFL right now with a record of 11-2.
Okay, you guys, listen. The Patriots 10-3. You know what's surprising? The Patriots are 10-3, right? There's another team that's 10-3. Pittsburgh Steelers are 11-2, and the Eagles are 11-2, and they're ranked number 5 right now. It's like how did that happen? Any hoozle, I'm not one of those guys who know all this stuff, but maybe the powers that be can shine some light on that. But they dropped one against Miami. Okay, so. Okay, you dropped one against Miami. Miami's not too terrible of a team. That quarterback was, he came from Chicago? Supposed to been do something, but he's one of the highest paid quarterbacks there was. Came from Chicago. Anyways, so he's looking good down there in Miami. They had some problem with their defense, and they pretty much got, ran all over. But let's be for real. The reason why they got beat is because I think some of New England's defense has some issues, injury issues. And I think another reason is because Miami was running trick plays. Now, that's very interesting to me. That's very interesting to me that a juggernaut like Miami can go down to, or can, like New England, can go down to a team that's so-so, 7-6 so far, because they won that game. I believe so. Hold on. Record.
6-7. That is 9th place in the AFC.
Okay, so 6-7. I'm sorry, I misspoke. But nonetheless, so there's a chink in New England's armor. Now, I threw out some predictions that Antonio Brown would get hurt. And then he got hurt as soon as I said it. He had that turf toe popping off. And I think that's going to come back to haunt him. As a matter of fact, I said he was going to get hurt in week 13 or 14, and he's going to get hurt for week 15, and Pittsburgh's going to lose. Now, Pittsburgh is in number one place right now. And look, you guys, I'm just trying to figure out how important is this game right now. Because this is not the AFC Championship game. This is just a game, right? So this is just a regular season, where these guys meet up. And look, this is why. Okay, so let me give a clear picture of my prediction. All right, let me do that right now. A clear prediction of what I was really trying to say is I think Antonio Brown's going to get hurt, and that injury is going to be significant in New England winning the AFC Championship against Pittsburgh, and New England going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. Now, everybody thinks New England is going to see the Eagles in the Super Bowl. You'd be like New England and Eagles. Or they're like Pittsburgh and the Eagles. The Eagles have the best quarterback in the game right now. He has the best ratings in the game. All right? Who's that? Wentz? He has the best ratings in the game. And it's highly possible that they can go ahead and take it off. They just dropped one, though, I think. But I can't count out some teams out there. You know, right now the Rams are doing their thing. But you know who I can't count out? Russell Wilson. I just can't count out Seattle right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though they just lost to Jacksonville, it's freaking Seattle. You know, those guys are tough. They're just tough. I'm sorry. But even though they dropped one, I still can't count them out. I'm not saying that they're going to Super Bowl, but I think they still have a lot of fight in them. So that's my prediction. New England takes the whole thing. Pittsburgh loses to New England in the AFC Championship, and it's because Antonio is hurt. Now, I also want to make something else clear as far as tomorrow's game. I really didn't have a prediction for the game. I really didn't have something like okay, first I tossed because I didn't understand where we were at in the season. First I was like, New England's going to win. I'm actually thinking Pittsburgh's going to win this game. Now I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. I'm saying this for two reasons. One, that was a flea flicker. Two, no. One, I'm saying this because the way I'm looking at the way this whole thing is set up, especially with New England losing. New England losing to Miami is just like Oklahoma City. Not Oklahoma City. Well, Oklahoma City, but not Oklahoma. I'm going to basketball now. Not Oklahoma, but Golden State. It's like Golden State losing to Washington or something like that, or the Hawks or something. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you lost against. It's not like Golden State losing against Cleveland or the Pacers, or Golden State losing against who's number one right now? The Celtics. It's not like that. It's not like them losing against the Spurs. It's like them losing against like Washington or somebody like that. It's not a big name team that they're losing against. And I think that they do this on purpose, just to show some type of vulnerability when they know they can wipe the floor with everyone. Well, not everyone. But I think that, in that case in basketball, if those guys want to run over anybody, they pretty much can. There's nobody who can really compete with them right now except the Celtics. So I'm looking at this as the same thing. Pittsburgh is it's like three teams I can keep up with New England right now. But as far as their dynasty in the last 5 years, it's not too many teams who can keep up with them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to roll out and say there's no team out there. Pittsburgh is always a threat, but New England has always had their number. And Pittsburgh barely got past the Ravens because the Ravens usually have Pittsburgh's number. But, Ravens don't have Ray Lewis anymore. You know what I'm saying? Ray Lewis, Ray Rice. You know what I'm saying? Flacco, Joe Flacco, Flacco. Flacco with that huge contract, 79, what was it, 100-something million? And then right after the Super Bowl and everybody left after that. Suggs, Tyrell. Suggs, I'm leaving. Suggs, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? I want that money. Nobody's paying me $170 million. Nonetheless, so you guys understand my prediction. So, do I think Pittsburgh can win this one? Yeah, if Antonio Brown is doing okay, I think, Le'Veon Bell, I think they'll take it. But in the AFC Championship, if this is not it, I think they're going to lose in the AFC Championship. And fumble, No fumble. And that's just my thoughts. And of course, I think that it's going to be New England's going to take the big one again. And I'm not going to predict Tom Brady's going to sit down anymore after this year. But Tom Brady is not going to go to the Super Bowl and lose and then retire. So that's what I think, you guys. Sorry for the rambling on. And God loves you.